Hey, what's going on, everybody? Samuel Akem here, and I'm back with another one. I appreciate you guys for tapping into yet another breakdown. Today, we're going to be taking a look at Alabama versus Tennessee. I've only ever done one other FBS breakdown prior to this, but, I've done a ton of FCS breakdowns, so if you guys want to go check those out, they're amazing breakdowns. Break down the full game, highlights of the game, and today we're looking at Alabama versus Tennessee. It was a great ranked matchup in the SEC. Alabama, obviously the 7th overall ranked team. Tennessee coming in ranked as 11th. It was a back and forth ball game. The first half was really categorized by low scoring in the first half, a lot of defense being played in the first half. The second half, really in the third quarter, it seemed like the scoring really broke open. Both teams really found some success, but we're going to be taking a look at the breakdown. We're going to be taking a look at some of the top plays from this game, and breaking it down, seeing what worked for Alabama, what worked for Tennessee, what didn't work for Alabama, and what ended up working more for Tennessee for them to come out with the victory. Make sure you guys hit the like, make sure you guys hit the subscribe, make sure you guys comment down below your thoughts, and we will get straight into it. Okay, Alabama started off with the ball here, and just not a great start right here. On a 2nd and 16, they're going to have the snap hit off the stomach of Jalen Milroe, and he's just going to fall on it. Bringing up a 3rd down and long to start that drive. 3rd and 7 now for Tennessee. Alabama ended up not getting anything going on that drive, and they're going to punt it away to Tennessee. 3rd and 7 coming up for Tennessee, and Iamaliava is going to find his receiver, Brew McCoy, on the slant route here. Really good job there from Iamaliava to find his guy, get the ball into his hands, and get the first down on the slant. Really looks like a zero coverage here from... Kind of looks like pre-snap, it looks like zero coverage, but they're going to end up only rushing 4 and dropping those guys out in the hooks. You really get what you want here, but he's just not in the right area to get the pass breakup. So, trying to feign like it's zero coverage. There is still no high safety above on 3rd and 7, but they're not bringing pressure. They're trying to play coverage, trying to make him bait him into an interception. And Iamaliava is able to get the ball to his receiver, Brew McCoy, who gets good yardage and explosive play on 3rd down. Really good job there. Here you go. Handing it off to your running back, Dylan Sampson. Excuse me. Who had a pretty decent day outside of this fumble. He ended up really breaking out in that second half, but man, guys putting their helmets right on the football, and they're going to jar it loose. Looks like Malachi Moore really is the one who jars that loose, and it ends up being a fumble for Tennessee, which Alabama is going to recover. Dylan Sampson, though, 26 carries, 139 yards, 2 touchdowns, but this fumble also was a part of that. You see, number 3 gets his helmet on the ball, but it's really Malachi Moore who's going to pull it out right there. Malachi Moore is really going to get the ball out right there. Really good job there. Completely just jars it loose, and Alabama's going to come up with the fumble recovery. Really good job there. Really good job. Beautiful ball rip out right there. Great job. Great job. Here you go. 3rd and 1 for Alabama on their next drive, and really looks like Tennessee was offsides right there. I mean, this is offsides, man. This is 100% offsides, but he corrected it right there. Jalen Milroe almost took this all the way. He's going to get outside, and almost everybody's blocking down. You got your tight end kicking out there, and then, almost, if he could have high stepped right there, got to believe he probably would have taken that all the way to the house for about a 70-yard touchdown run. Just saved it right there. Tough play right there. Oh, man, you can see the guys on the sidelines even thought so as well. But look at it right here. These guys are all going to block down, kicking out. Good job of, they probably thought, you see how many hats they got inside. They thought they were going to just try to sneak it. Really smart play right there from Jalen Milroe. This is probably designed. This is probably not even him making that play on his own. Just probably a design play. And, man, pick your feet up, man. That could have been a touchdown. Long touchdown. 3rd and 5 coming up. 10 minutes to go in the first quarter. Drop back pass for Jalen Milroe. He's going to sit in the pocket and find his receiver, Ryan Williams. Man, Ryan Williams had a ton of targets yesterday. I don't know if they show targets on here, but I think he had about 20 targets yesterday. Seems like Jalen Milroe is really, really looking to find Ryan Williams on almost every play. It seems like Ryan Williams is in the progression, and they're gonna get like a drive concept here. You got your tight end coming on the under, but it's really man coverage, so it's man coverage on the back end. They're bringing pressure here, blitzing 4, dropping 2 out and underneath coverage, but the rest is all man, and then a 1 high safety. They get really that drive concept where they're under coming underneath and the in route coming in at about 15 yards. So not necessarily a drive, just a one-on-one route with Ryan Williams. He wins, and Jalen Milroe puts the ball on him. I think we got the end zone look here. Yeah, so you had that tight end coming on that under. Jalen Milroe's going to see Ryan Williams come open, and he gets the ball to him. Really good catch from Ryan Williams. Really good hands right there. Great job. Here you go. 2nd and 10 for Alabama. Looks like they're getting Tennessee's getting into a cover 3 down here, and you get your receiver Ryan Williams on the seam. Seems like he hit him on a seam. Got your running back. I think this is a running back out here, yeah, because they're in empty coverage, so your running back's out here. Ryan Williams is going to run that seam, sit in that window, and get the ball in his hands. Really, really big hit from this cornerback, but great catch from Ryan Williams to hang on to it. Really good job there. Really good job of hanging on to the ball, because that's a big-time hit. It's a big-time hit. 1st and 10 coming up for Alabama. They're going to get the counter here, tight end, guard, counter with the shuttle pass to your receiver, number 1, Kendrick Law, K-Law. And wow, really good block here on the outside by your fullback. Really good block, and Law is getting upfield and downed right around the 15-yard line. Really, really good job. Really good run there. Really good design. 2nd and 5 coming up for Alabama. Milroe's going to get outside, and a high-level tackle from this safety of Tennessee coming downhill, making the play. Really, really good job. Recognize it. Go make the play. Great tackle. Great tackle there. Great tackle. Brings up a 3rd and 10 for Alabama. Milroe's going to get the snap, drop back, and finding his running back, who's going to get the first down. Really, really good job there. Running back's going to run this angle route out here. He's got it on the linebacker, who kind of gets a little jarred from the tight end, trying to reroute the tight end, and the running back gets it and gets upfield. Really good job there. Really good job there. 2nd and goal coming up for Alabama. Jalen Milroe is going to look for his receiver, Ryan Williams, and it's played really, really well from this defender of Tennessee. I can't remember his name. I'm blanking on his name right now. Really good player, though. I mean, they were talking about him all day. I think it's Ricky Gibbs. No. Number 3. Jermod McCoy, who was also he was their leading tackler with 8 tackles, total tackles, 5 solo, and a half tackle for loss. But really good play here on this corner route, trying to hit their number 1 receiver, Ryan Williams, the phenom freshman, and it's played really well. I wouldn't say this is like a bad ball from Jalen Milroe. It's just a really good play from this cornerback. He makes a really high level play on the ball, gets his eyes around, playing that back shoulder really, really well. Ryan Williams just tries to freeze him at the line with the release, and McCoy's just there. It's a great play. That's a really, really good play. And he's going to take it out of the end zone and take it back for really good yardage on the return, getting them back in Alabama territory. Really good high-level play here, though. You see he tries to freeze him. He's trying to get outside. I mean, not a super inventive release or anything like that, but a really good play from the corner here. He's going to really good play. Really good play. Really good play there. Great job. Great job from Jermon McCoy. Really high-level play. Pretty sure he's a younger player, defensive back. He's a sophomore, yeah. So I don't know if he's a redshirt sophomore or a true sophomore, but on ESPN it says a sophomore. Tennessee's going to turn that and try to get a field goal out of it, and it is going to be no good. Wide right with about 2 minutes to go. Now 30 seconds to go in the first quarter. Hand it off to their running back, who's not going to find any running room right there. That is their running back, number 20. It looks like number 20. Can't see his number good enough. I think that's Jam Miller, who's going to get tackled for loss. Bringing up a 3rd down for Alabama. Change quarters. Now it's the second quarter. About 14 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. 2nd and 6. Jalen Milroe is going to try to find somebody downfield. Unable to find anybody, and he's going to scramble and get the first down. Good play right there. Trying to look and find somebody fast. He gets this linebacker coming off the edge on the blitz, and he's going to get there, create the pressure for Jalen Milroe, and he forces him out of the pocket. Really, really good job from the Tennessee defense. Jalen Milroe didn't even have time to look downfield. Looks like it's a cover 3. You can see the cover 3 shell over the top. Third, one high, and a third. And then a couple of hooks down underneath. And Jalen Milroe is going to scramble and get the first down. Really good run for Jalen Milroe. 1st and 10, 13 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. Swinging it out to the running back, to the receiver, number 5, who's going to get upfield and get really good yardage. Receiver being Jeremy Bernard. Jeremy Bernard on the reception there, down inside the 10-yard line, close to the 5-yard line. Really good job. 1st and goal for Alabama. Jalen Milroe is going to take the snap, dropping back pass, and they targeted McCoy the first time. It didn't end up well for them. Next time they're going to target the other cornerback on the other side, and it's a touchdown from Ryan Williams. Easy release, fakes like he's going inside, gets a little bit of space right there on the release, and he's better positioned than he was the first time. Gets the quarterback in oh shit mode. That's what we call it as receivers. Get the cornerback in oh shit mode, and you're able to make a play on the ball. Good ball, good route, good reception, good touchdown. Really good job there from Ryan Williams. Really good job there. Here you go, 2nd and 9, 12 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. Iamaliava is going to drop back and find his receiver, number 0, Ethan Davis, who had 2 receptions for 12 yards. This probably being a bulk of that 12 right here. Good catch. Good ball right there. 3rd and 9 coming up for Tennessee. 11 and a half minutes to go in the second quarter. Dropping back for Iamaliava. He's going to scramble out of the pocket and throw it deep to his receiver, and ends up being, I don't even think that was Iamaliava, actually. I think that was their backup. I think they had put the backup in. He came in, threw an interception, and never saw the field again. Gaston Moore came in for a play to spell Iamaliava. I think he got banged up or something happened to Iamaliava, but he had to go out of the game for a play or two. And Moore comes in the game and throws an interception to Malachi Moore. Moore throws an interception to Moore. So here you go. You see they're rotating to a man coverage. 2 hooks on the inside, but it's man, 1 high safety for Malachi Moore, man. Malachi Moore is just going to be watching the eyes of Gaston Moore. Gaston Moore is going to stare down the receiver the whole time. Even when he scrambles out the pocket, he's staring down his receiver. Malachi Moore is also seeing that. He's going to get off the spot and go make the interception. Really good play from Malachi Moore, one of their captains for that Alabama team. So he now has an interception, a forced fumble, and he's playing a really, really good game. It seems like the Alabama defense is playing at a high level to start the game, but here you go. You get to see Malachi Moore rotate to that 1 high after they get in that man coverage, and he's going to rotate, and Gaston Moore never takes his eyes off that right side of the field. He looks left initially, doesn't like what he sees. He's going to go back right, and he's going to get forced out of the pocket. Staring it down, Malachi Moore is on it the whole time and goes and makes the interception. Really good job from Malachi Moore there to go and make a play. Really, really good job there. Really high-level play there from Malachi Moore. Staring it down, man. Here you go. 1st and 10, 9 minutes to go in the second quarter. Drop back for Iamaliava, who is immediately back in the game. They're going to get the slant to Brew McCoy, and he's going to get really good yardage on the explosive play there. Really good yardage, but they wasted no time getting Iamaliava back in the game. Alabama wasn't able to do anything with that interception, but good for Tennessee for that play not to hurt them, but good job. But you see their drives here: fumble, punt, missed field goal, and INT. So I wouldn't even say it was like a big defensive game so far for Alabama, but it's just mistake-laden game for Tennessee for sure. But good defense from Alabama. Fumble, forced fumble, and an interception. You got to make the plays at the end of the day. Once again, getting it out to Brew McCoy on what seems to be probably a curl here. And so he looks like he's running an in, but he's going to pivot to get in the quarterback's vision. Really good connection from McCoy and Iamaliava. Good play right there. There goes Iamaliava's father. 1st and 10 coming up for Tennessee. Iamaliava is going to get out of the pocket. I think this is where he's going to throw his interception. His hand gets hit, and he throws the interception to the defensive back of Alabama. Who is this defensive back right here? Number 5. You got Mr. King Mack, who got the interception on this play. King Mack of the Alabama defense, who got the interception. Tough play for Iamaliava. I think that's number 5. This is number 9. I think it was number 5, though. That's number 9. That is not King Mac. Disregard that. Disregard that. He's not even on here. Oh, yeah. Jalen Mbakwe. Jalen Mbakwe on the interception. Tough play for me, Amaliava here. Not so sure who he's trying to find downfield. Can't really see who he was trying to find. Maybe trying to give his guy a shot in the back of the end zone, which might not have been a great play either. Maybe he was trying to throw it away, but good play from the Alabama defense here to get their hands on the arm right there. Hit the arm. He's unable to follow through. That's going to create the arid pass, and Mbakwe is going to come away with the interception. Really good job. Tough start to the game for Tennessee, which also highlights how crazy it was that they won this game, given you got a fumble in the first half, you got 2 interceptions in the first half, 3 turnovers. If you ask any coach and tell a coach, hey coach, we're going to get 3 interceptions in the first half, how do you think this game is going to end up? I think every coach will tell you, I think we're going to win that game. And unfortunately, it doesn't work out that way. This is college football, and things don't always work out. Once again, another missed field goal. Just nothing going in the favor of Tennessee in this first half of this game. Just unfortunate there. Very unfortunate there from the Tennessee team. Here you go. Get a boot pass for Alabama. Ryan Williams is going to try to get out on the ghost flat. He's going to slip. It's not going to turn out. I mean, just doesn't look like a really good play here. And then they're going to get him for the tackle for loss. Not great right there from Alabama on first down. 2nd and 10 coming up for Alabama. 50 seconds left in the half. See if they can get some points on the board before the half. They're already in Tennessee's territory, and they're going to get to the quarterback. Unfortunate for Alabama, it wasn't a sack fumble or an interception or anything, but this guard getting around on Caden Proctor, who hesitated to go to Iowa, came back to Alabama, and that's a good rush there from that defensive end there. It's a really good rush there. Getting around the edge, getting to the quarterback. Really big play there. Really big time play there from the Tennessee defensive line. Alabama's going to end up taking the 3. It's about a 50, close to a 55, 54-yard field goal, and it's going to be no good. So, defensive ball game, yeah, maybe. Guy's just unable to, he spun it around. It just seems like the kicker just didn't have the leg, didn't have the accuracy either. So, unfortunate. In the first half, it was a 7-0 ball game, categorized by a lot of turnovers from Tennessee and not a lot of offensive success from Alabama. So both teams not playing their best ball, but you got a whole another 30 minutes of football left ahead of you in the second half, and we're going to see what Alabama and Tennessee can put together. Tennessee starts with the ball in the second quarter. They get a 3rd and 4, and he's going back to old reliable Brew McCoy, who he was targeting a ton in this game. Brew McCoy had 6 receptions, 80 yards, and he was their leading receiver. Play action pass here, and they're going to get the sack. Coming in on the sack looks like Mbakwe. Can't tell if that's Mbakwe, but it looks like there's safety Mbakwe who came in there to get that sack. He might be a linebacker. Either way, though, he gets in there and gets the tackle. Really good job there from Mbakwe. Really good play. Really, really good play from Jalen Mbakwe. He is a defensive back, if that's him. Can't tell the number. It's kind of hard to read the number, but gets in there. It might be Deontay Lawson who was in there on the tackle for loss. Can't see the number. Great right there. Either way, Alabama's going to get the ball back after Tennessee punted it away after that 3rd down, and they're going to hand it off on the counter play. You get some guard, tight end counter, or guard H counter, whatever you want to call it, GH counter, GY counter, and he's getting downhill, and they're going to end up making him spill it, which is what you really want to do on counter plays. But he's still going to end up getting the first down on 2nd and 3. Really hard running there from Jam. Here you go. 1st and 10 for Alabama. Jalen Milroe's going to keep it. He's going to get around the edge and get forward close to first down yardage. Really good job there on the read. Looks like, once again, a counter play. This time it looks like quarterback counter, but he can either hand it and his guy would be out here, but it looks like they really had him out leveraged, so this is really a pull read. So then you're going to get your guard and you get your 2 guards, not even, your center and your tackle are going to end up pulling, and they're going to end up really blocking the same guy. But that doesn't stop Jalen Milroe from getting around the edge and getting to the first down, or getting close to the first down. They end up doing nothing with that drive. They punt it away back to Tennessee, and Tennessee's going to go to work, get a little power here, getting your tight end in here, or this might be a receiver, but it looks like a tight end getting in there, inserting in there, getting a good block on this backer here. Good block on this backer here. And springing the running back Sampson for a big run. Great job from Sampson. Now, this is the quarter that Dylan Sampson is really going to, bust out and really start to get some really good chunk yardage here. This being one of those runs, this being the biggest run. I think this was 36 yards. Dylan Sampson is going to get around the edge. So they're going to try to run once again. Looks like counter, but they're pulling 3 guys around. So they're pulling their tackle, they're pulling their guard, and they're pulling their tight end H-back. All of them getting around as lead blockers. Once again, Alabama's going to make them spill it, but, they have no leverage out there. Good block from the receiver on the outside, and it ends up being a big chunk yardage play for Tennessee. Really good run there from the Tennessee Volunteers. Here you go. 7 minutes to go in the third quarter, 2nd and 8. Iamaleava is going to drop back, get out of the sack, and scramble and make a guy miss. He makes this one guy miss right here, and it's off to the races after that. Really good cutback, and he's getting upfield, getting them down inside the 10-yard line. Really good job of Iamaleava. Really good run. Great job right there. They're going to try to hurry it up. They're trying to go fast, and they're going to hand it off to their running back, Sampson, who gets in the end zone. Touchdown for Tennessee. They are finally on the board after a hard-fought first half, and they're able to put some points up. Really good job there from Tennessee to be able to put some points on the board. Great job. Here you go. 1st and 10, 6.5 minutes to go in the third quarter. Alabama's now got the ball back. It's a tie ball game, and they are going to start firing right back. They get the ball off to Ryan Williams on the slant route right here. Really good release from Ryan Williams. Get the diamond release outside, back in, underneath on the corner that earlier in the game got the interception on him. Really good job. Jabbar McCoy right there in coverage. They get off to the receiver now. They get off to their guy, Kendrick Law, who's going to get the ball in his hands, get up the sidelines, make a guy miss, and get down inside the 30-yard line. It really seems like once one team found some offensive success, both teams were able to kind of move the ball and get things going offensively. Here you go. Jalen Milroe, drop back, get the ball off to his tight end on the outside down there. Trying to see what type of route concept they ran here. Tight end's attached in a hip, get down in a wheel, and he's just going to sit it down past the sticks on 2nd and 11. Good play on first down. Good play on 2nd down to get the first down. That brings up a 4th down. They're going to end up kicking the field goal and getting the 3 to take the 10-7 lead. 1:40 to go in the third quarter. 3rd and 6 for Tennessee. Iamaleava is going to get out of the pocket, scramble, throw downfield to your receiver, and this ended up being, I think this was the longest pass of the game for Iamaleava, but man, what a very timely pass. Really high level throw on the run, scrambling to his right, but really good catch from the receiver as well. Great catch from the receiver, Dante Thornton, who had 3 receptions for 70 yards, including this 55-yard reception. I mean, really, really good job. I'm not so sure what the routes were. Just looks like an out fade concept. So he's rolling to his right. He's got a receiver getting into his vision on the over. Not really open. Looks like Brew McCoy right there, but getting it off to the receiver just right where he needs to be. And this is really big. They didn't show a lot of Iamaleava's misses on this cut up, but Iamaleava was missing a little bit. Jalen Milroe was also missing in the first half as well. Both quarterbacks, I mean, it was a lot of turnovers for Tennessee, but also Iamaleava was missing guys as well. And this was one of the passes that he hit where, he had a lot of opportunities like this in the first half to where he could have hit guys downfield and just wasn't able to hit them. He's going to hit Thornton right there for the big-time reception right after Alabama retook the lead, and they get down inside the 5-yard line. Really, really good job there from Iamaleava. Here you go. Hand it off to Sampson, who's going to get in the end zone for the touchdown. Really good drive there from Tennessee. Started by the big pass from Iamaleava, and Tennessee regains the lead here. 10-14 ball game. Jalen Milroe is going to get the ball off to his receiver, number 5, Jeremy Bernard. And once again, I mean, it seems like it turned into a track meet. Now in the fourth quarter, got about 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter, and it really turned into a track meet once one team was able to get points on the board. It was just back and forth after one team put some points up. Here you go. 14 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. 1st and goal. They're going to hand it off to their running back, who is untouched into the end zone, Justice Haynes. I mean, just the hole just gets opened up on this inside zone, and nobody touches him on his way to a touchdown. Really good job there. You're going to watch it here. Caden Proctor, the tight end, the other tight end, kicking out. Tight end blocking down. Caden Proctor getting a pancake block in there. I mean, really good job. That safety gets out leveraged on the outside, and it's an easy touchdown for Justice Haynes. Easy touchdown right there. Really big time play there. 17-14 ball game now. Alabama now has the lead once again, and Tennessee's going to go to work. Here you go. Hand it off to their running back, who is going to get really good yardage on first down. Sampson really came alive in the second half, and this is one of those runs right there. That's not even, that's Sampson. No, that's not Sampson. That's Deshaun Bishop. Good run right there by Deshaun Bishop. Here you go. Option play with their running back Bishop, who's going to get upfield and get really good yardage. But I think they got a hold right here. They did get a hold right there. They're going to call it. I don't so much like these calls because, he's just falling down. And just because he's getting dominated by the block, him falling down and it looking like he's getting held, he's not getting held. He's just getting blocked well, but they're going to end up calling it. Good play from Tennessee, but really good block there from their inside receiver right here. Really good block to get leverage on the defensive back. But they end up calling them for the hold, and it's going to bring it back a little bit. That brings up a 3rd and 5. And Tennessee's going to try to hand it off to Sampson, who is not going to be able to get any yardage on 3rd and 5. Really good play from the Alabama defense. Tennessee's going to punt it back. And Alabama's now going to work. Drop back for Jalen Milroe, who's going to scramble out of a hit in the end zone, throw the ball downfield, and it's going to be incomplete. Looks like he had a window. Looks like he was trying to hit Ryan Williams. Looks like he was potentially maybe open, but doesn't have enough arm to be able to get it down there. Tough play right there on 3rd and 6. Alabama's going to punt it away, and now it really seems like they're playing the field position game with Tennessee, who is going to run forward and run downhill on a little inside zone and get the first down on 2nd and 2. Good run right there. 3rd and 5 coming up for Tennessee. Drop back pass for Iamaliava. He's going to throw the slot fade to his inside receiver, number 17, Chris Brazzell, and Brazzell gets the catch. They reviewed it. It was good. It was good for a touchdown. Really good ball there from Iamaliava. Let's watch it one more time here. On 3rd and 5, you got to have it. Game's on the line. Really good release from the slot receiver here. Watch him set him up. Hezzy, get outside, save space for the throw, and Iamaliava floats it in over there. After a first half where he was really missing a lot of throws, they weren't playing their best ball, and really put together a good second half of football, including this touchdown pass. Really, really good job to give Tennessee back the lead, and it's really good right there. Look where the ball came in. Look at the catch. Great job right there from this receiver to bring it in and come down with the catch. They reviewed it from all angles. This is the other angle they had, and I don't know. You tell me. Hand stays under it. Ball moves a little bit, but, it was secure, and it reviewed as a touchdown. Great call. Here you go. Alabama's going to get the ball back. 3rd and 10. 5.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Really looks like an offsides here. And it's not going to get called. And it's going to come up with a sack. And I think it was a missed call right there. Really seemed like a missed call right there from the refs. I mean, the guy was off the ball. I mean, credit him. He got off the ball very fast. But, geez, I don't know. That's an offsides. The ball hasn't been snapped yet. His helmet is past the line of scrimmage. That's an offsides. Should have been called. Really got cheated from Alabama. Really got cheated right here. It's a tough play, and it's unfortunate because you can't review that. You can't go back and look on it. It just is what it is. So they punt it away. Tennessee gets the ball back. 21-17 ball game. 3.5 minutes to go in the fourth quarter. Iamaliava is going to drop back. They're going to try to get the screen. Seems like they're trying to throw a screen. Really gives screen vibes. It doesn't seem like the linemen were able to get out in front of him. They get it off to the receiver, Ethan Davis, and he's maybe going to get a yard right there. Tight end, I think Ethan Davis is a tight end. Either way, they're not going to get any yardage. Ethan Davis is a tight end. They punt it back to Alabama on the 4th down. Alabama's got the ball back with 2.5 minutes to go in the game, and they get it off to the receiver, not Jam Miller. This is their running back, Justice Haynes, who's going to get upfield and get close, very close to first down yards, but I think they're going to call him out. But he was very close right there. Excuse me. Foot out right there. Can't remember where they called him out, but either way, Here you go. You got 2 minutes after the 2-minute timeout. 3rd and 7 coming up for Alabama. And they're going to run a mesh on the inside. They get the ball off, but it's, man, Milroe got pressure in his face. Good from Tennessee to get pressure in his face. He's not able to put the ball off where he wants it to be. You really get the look, really on a mesh like this, and you can see the tight ends trying to force it. You want to force that guy. Good play from this defensive back. As a defensive back, you want to go over top so you still have leverage, because as coaching this, they coached you to force that guy to go underneath. So they're running a basic mesh. They got the OTB in and up right here. You want to force this guy to go underneath. You want to force him to trail the receiver so he's in a trail mode. You can get the ball off. One, it's not a great ball from Milroe. He's got pressure in his face. But also, the defensive back still has leverage on him. So even if he's able to get this ball, I can't say definitively that it would have been a first down for Alabama anyway. You don't know because he's not able to get the ball into his hands, but good play there. Good play there. So this should have been taunting. I did not like this call here. I think the refs really missed on this right here. This is taunting. He's following around, talking into his ear. Like, for this, it should have been offsetting penalties at the very least. They shouldn't have called unsportsmanlike on number 1. This is taunting. I get it. Maybe say one word, but for him to follow him, and then number 1's going to react to it. Number 1's going to react after the play, and I didn't like that they called it on him. Look, he's following him, and then he pushes him. At that, like, look. He's talking to him right here. The taunting's going to start right here. Taunting. You cannot expect him not to say anything back to him after that. You definitely have to call that taunting. The refs, it should have been offsetting, and if anything, it should have been taunting on number 23. He provoked number 1. You can't follow somebody around and not expect them to. I get it. You can't get the unsportsmanlike. You gotta keep a level head. Just keep walking to your huddle. But that ends up giving them a 15-yard penalty, and makes it a 4th and 22. And this is almost a guarantee that you're not going to be able to get this. So they go for it on 4th and 22. He's getting a little pressure in his face. They get it off to their running back. And once again, young Ryan Williams, tough play right here. You know who's getting the ball. You know they're dumping it off to the running back. If Ryan Williams gets a block here, this might actually be a first down. There's nobody outside of Ryan Williams. Ryan Williams can just seal block this guy on the inside, allow for your running back to run on the outside of you. This might be a first down, but Ryan Williams whiffs on the block. Just not great recognition here from what you're trying to do. Would have been great if he got the block. If he gets the block, and I know the coaches in the locker room in the film on Monday are going to be talking to him about this. You got to get this block. He's a young player. He's only 17 years old. He's really, really young. He's great in a lot of aspects, but obviously he still has a lot to learn and a lot to grow from. And this would be one of those. You really got to get that block. You gotta make that play. You gotta make that play for your guys, and keep the drive running, because not getting that makes it a much harder game. For you guys. They're gonna try to run it on 3rd and 4, and Alabama's gonna end up getting the stop. Tennessee's going to run it on 3rd and 4. They're going to run a counter here. Little counter with their guard and guard and GH counter. And Alabama's Malachi Moore is going to come in, try to rip the ball out, but he's going to get him short of the line to gain. And Tennessee's going to take the 3 and give the ball back to Alabama. No timeouts, a minute and a half to go in the game. Perfect situation for Alabama. They need a touchdown, but, there's still a chance for them to win this game. Minute 30 to go. Jalen Milroe's dropping back, and he's going to throw an interception on the first play of this drive. Tough play. Alabama's going to try to run a pivot concept here. It's a basic pivot and in on the backside of it. Milroe's a little late. He doesn't set his feet. The ball's a little late. The ball's a little behind, and that leaves the space for a defensive back to make a play on the ball. This is exactly what you want as a defensive back on a play like this, and they really passed it off. This is honestly really good recognition from that safety, because the safety is the one who makes the play. The corner is really going to stay in his zone. This is really good defensive play by these guys right here. Good defensive play by these guys. Really looks like it's man, but it's not man. It's going to be a zone. Either way, the safety is going to make the play. You don't really get a good look at it there, but it's a basic pivot concept. So a pivot in, you run the pivot with your inside receiver. The inside receiver being the tight end. Tight end right here is going to run a pivot. Safety's got eyes on the ball. They're trying to draw it out. You run the pivot right here. You get the in route outside of it. So it looks like man, but it's not. It's really zone. I don't know. It kind of looks like quarters over here, and it looks like they're running like a 2 over here. So it looks like cover 6 really. Quarters over here. two high, cover two over here, quarter, half really is what they call it. But the pivot right here is going to pull that coverage out of there. That opens up the window. Really good recognition from the corner and the safety. The safety to kind of recognize, okay, he's coming into my zone. I have to go and cover and make that play. And he does. He makes the play on the in route, and he gets the interception. Not a great ball from Jalen Milroe. I will reemphasize that. But you can't throw it too far out ahead because you have this defender sitting inside waiting. It's just a really good play from Tennessee. Not the best ball from Milroe. He didn't really have anywhere else besides maybe the running back to check it down to, but it seems like he wanted to get a chunk play, and it's not going to be a chunk play. It's going to be an interception that's going to end the game for him and bring up their second loss of the season. Tough play right there from Alabama. They moved to 2-2 in conference. Tennessee moves to 3-1 in conference, 6-1 overall. Alabama's 5-2 overall. I don't think either team's, given the SEC, the way people judge the SEC, I don't think any teams are necessarily out of the playoff, but it makes it a much harder road for Alabama. Tennessee is still in the race for that SEC. I think the SEC is really wide open right now for a lot of teams, but a great game. Alabama gets the loss. Tennessee gets the win. Make sure you guys hit the subscribe button. Make sure you guys let me know what you guys thought about this game. What are your thoughts on Alabama? What are your thoughts on Tennessee? What did you guys think about the makeup of this game? You guys leave me a comment down below. Make sure you guys subscribe to the channel. Make sure you guys hit the like button, and I will catch you guys next time. Thank you so much. See ya.